Hello, my fellow twin flame travelers. Welcome to my newest video here on my twin flame journey. And I just did the card reading for today, and it really inspired after I hit stop on that video. In that moment, I was like, what next? What's my message next? And I wanted to create a video, I being Rochelle Richard, I guide you into and through finding your power in every moment. And I am the self-love empowerment coach, founder, and CEO of Empowerment Experiences. This is all inspired by my own journey, my own self-love empowerment journey, my own twin flame journey. And so that's what I wanted to share with you all today, is a huge facet of my own self-love empowerment / twin flame journey, is this thing called trust. Self-trust, more importantly. Because only when we trust ourselves can we actually be in a space of trust for others. And when I say trust for others, it means to be trusting that they are on their own journey and they are doing what's best for them in that time. Their soul is supporting them and guiding them through what lessons they need to learn, as is yours, as is mine. After this insane week of his karmic reaching out to me, and I know for sure she's a karmic even more so. At first we were connected so well, and then it became this space of, if you're still talking with him, I can't have anything to do with you. He is not a good person, and all such negative things. But that's what a karmic is going to be, is strictly that experience that brings to the surface all of our shadow aspects, strictly our shadow aspects. And then when it's done, it's really truly done. And she's definitely done. And it's been, as I was saying, such an incredible experience this week. She was, for me, yet another opportunity to anchor more into my own knowing, into my own trusting what I know to be true about my journey. And you will find that on, a major thread through my videos is that I am here, as I've said, to guide you into and through finding your power in every moment, because each of our own journeys are each our own. And they're not supposed to look like everybody else's. We've just been socially conditioned that we all need to be normal. We all need to fit into a box, even though we don't fit into a box. We're not supposed to. We, each and every one of us, are divinely unique, and thus and therefore each of our journeys is divinely unique, as is our twin flame journeys. I have so many who reach out to me on this twin flame journey saying, oh my goodness, I'm so glad that you share your journey with us. Because we do have some similarities, but then there's this. And then I say to them, because they'll come to me being so confused, and that is rooted in lack of self-trust. And I know this space because when I first was shown by the universe that, we're what? And I had all the signs glaring in my face going, and I could feel him all the time, and I was wanting to be like, just make it stop, where this isn't really working out, just all such things. Why is this so challenging for us? We just want to be all these things. And then when I started to dive into it, wow, there's so much contradictory information out there when it comes to twin flames. But you know what? They're supposed to be, because each and every one of us are on each our own unique journeys. And that is the blessed gift that I get to share with my audience, that I have come to know firsthand. Now, I'm not going to deny for a second that there is not going to be some glaring similarities in twin flame journeys and twin flame connections, because there are. But then you have all these other facets of our journeys, especially, again, rooted in the fact, the truth, that each and every one of us are unique. So overall, our journeys are going to be unique. But one of the glaring similarities that I find is this lack of self-trust, of trusting your own inner knowing that you do know for sure that this is your twin flame, because that is one of the definite signs of knowing it's your twin, is that you know. You know. You know. Despite what the physical reality may appear to be, what circumstances you may be experiencing in this moment of now, you know. You can recognize, especially as you being the awakened twin, because if you found me, you're already on the journey. You're already awakened to the connection. That you know that there are phases to the twin flame journey, because there are, right? The illusion of overcoming, the path to overcoming the illusion of separation, that's a massive stage. Because that is created for us as twin flame travelers to unite the world in its awareness that we are all connected beyond the illusion of being separate. We are not separated from any aspect of this experience. We are all connected. Okay? And when it comes to that twin flame separation phase, and especially when you can affirm it all the time, because I have definitely owning where I've been guilty of that myself. When you've been confirming it or affirming it, you're going to continue to experience that separation. But the key is to look inside yourself, and in what ways are you separating yourself from you? And that is where the self-trust comes in. Because if you do not trust yourself, if you do not trust your own inner knowing about what you have experienced to be true for you in this journey, then that is you being separate from you. That is you creating a block, okay, between you and your truth. And anything that does not align with union, which, separation, belief in being disconnected, or creating a disconnect within ourselves, then that's going to block you from union. This is why I am so grateful that I was already on my self-love empowerment journey when my twin flame came into my life. I didn't even know that's what we were in the beginning. I didn't. My higher self attempted to tell me at one point, but I wasn't ready to receive that message. It's written in the journal that I started keeping when he and I first met. And I didn't see it until even a couple months after the universe started bombarding me with all of these blatant signs that we were twin flames, that we are twin flames. And I remember reading it going, I wrote that? I don't even remember writing that. Wow, because I did not believe in the concept of twin flames. That's why when the universe started showing it to me, I was like, what? What? Oh, I don't even believe in that. Blah, blah, blah. But a twin flame journey is actually, we are not two halves of a whole and all these things. Because in actuality, we are an oversoul that's been split into, but two whole, separate, individual, but mirrored, simultaneously experiencing souls. It takes a moment to expand into that consciousness. It did me. All right. So if you're not quite there yet, that's okay. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. All right. In fact, let me give you this affirmation to jot down. I am where I am, and I am exactly where I'm supposed to be, because you are. All right. Because where you are, you're either learning a lesson or you're implementing the lesson. Right? You're either learning or implementing. Okay. So no matter what, you are exactly where you are supposed to be on your journey. Now, as for, again, the twin flame journey and this trust, this is something that I have come to see is, again, massive. A glaring similarity is that we ping pong back and forth. Is he? Isn't he? Is he? Isn't he? I don't know. Oh my God, I don't know. This sounds so crazy, but he doesn't believe it. But yet he does, but he doesn't, because my twin will come back and be like, okay, you're sending me energy. Why are you doing this? And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, he knows, but this is also the thing, and I talked about this in my Awakened and Matrix Twin video that I made yesterday, where the Matrix Twin is most often the masculine twin, but not always, the Matrix Twin, the intensity of this connection and the spiritual awakening into the dark night of the soul journey is so petrifying to them. It's so intense that this is why we have the runner chaser. They run. They're like, oh, shoot. And this is why, especially them ending up in karmic situations, because they're trying to run from this one. But what was so fascinating but not surprising to me is that a lot of her core beliefs are very aligned with mine in terms of the spiritual aspect of things. So it was really fascinating to have conversated with her. At this point, like I said, we're no longer connected, which is fine. You know, everything is divine and is as it's supposed to be. So, you know, we had the interaction we were supposed to have. It gave me greater clarity and greater confirmation for my journey, for my knowing and what this is. And it's helped me expand even more so. And that's why I mentioned on my card reading I did earlier that these past 2 mornings for me have been like climbing Mount Everest to crawl out of my bed, because I have been in such a state of soul expansion from what unfolded earlier this week with connecting with her and having all of these lessons just, you know, explode into my experience, that my physical vessel has just been like, just not having it. You know, and in those moments, it's so important that, you know, because again, a twin flame journey is a self-love empowerment journey, is to really, truly ask yourself this question. What is the most loving thing that I can do for myself in this moment right now? And then listen to that. And mine has been go back to sleep. And it's worked out great because now I feel great. Yay! Right? But we've got to really, truly be tapping into ourselves and reconnecting with ourselves and beginning to trust ourselves, our own inner knowing. Because again, nobody knows who you truly are. Nobody knows what your journey is really supposed to look like. Nobody can tell you what your life needs to be unless you let them tell you. And then what happens? We end up in a space and place, and this is where my beloved twin is, being the Matrix Twin. He's so deep in a culture that does not allow him to make his own choices. They are forced into arranged marriages, especially in certain areas of his country where they still are very deep in the old way. And where he is, they're very deep in the old way. And it's all about saving face and, you know, pretending to be someone else, you know, to please society. You know, you're not allowed to be yourself. It's been challenging enough for me here in America to do that, you know, to be stepping more and more into my truth and my authentic self. You know, and he's known from the beginning. And I know that's one of the things that pulls him to me, is that I am so much more in my power. I am so transparent in my journey and so public about it. And he knows why I do it, is to be able to empower all of you. And in addition, it empowers me too, to be able to say, hey, you're not alone, because guess what? Now I know I'm not alone. We're all in this together, okay? Okay. All right. But really, truly, it's about reminding yourself, you know, in terms of really anchoring into self-trust. It's really retraining your mind, really allowing yourself to feel into the truth that is you, to feel into your own inner knowing, to say, you know what, even though this vision for myself may at this time feel impossible, it's what feels good. And for me, I had a download yesterday that came through sitting in meditation time that just hit me. And I was like, oh my goodness, I really would truly rather have a vision and hold that vision for my entire life, believing that it's already on its way, it's already happening for me, and feeling great, and have it never happen in this lifetime, than to go through my life living from a place of doubt and uncertainty and believing that I don't get to have what I want, and feeling miserable about my journey, and believing that life is just supposed to be a struggle and feel bad and feel shitty. Which would you rather have? Would you rather create this vision, in particular, my fellow twin flame travelers who may be, overcoming the illusion of separation? Would you rather have created this vision that you have with your twin flame that feels good, that you can sit in meditation in just a state of visualization and smile and anchor into that love, and your heart chakra, your solar plexus chakras, having your entire system just lit up, every cell in your body reverberating at the frequency of love every single day? Then to be like, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't know if we're ever going to be together, I don't know if it's true, I don't know what to think, I don't know what to believe, but it looks like this right now, and we're like, which of those feels better? I'm going to choose the former, right? So I challenge you to be anchoring into that self-trust by creating a vision. Create the vision that you desire to experience with your twin. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What are you guys doing? What do you smell? These are all the things that I did when he and I, all right, manifested the trip to Goa, India. And that trip was manifested from concept to completion in less than 90 days, meaning we decided, my flight was booked on October 30th. I arrived in India on January 15th that time, because they're 12 and a half hours ahead, which was January 14th my time here in Arizona. And then I arrived back home January 22nd, Arizona time. So from concept to completion, all the extra money, my passport, the plane ticket, my visa for India, new luggage, all of it. Having had no plans of even leaving the Phoenix Valley, but I anchored into trusting myself. I anchored into trusting the universe. But then with any twin flame journey, right? We all of our shadow aspects come up, and it's it's fear and doubt and second guessing, and oh my God, this isn't real, this is too crazy, this doesn't make sense. Well, and then all of that is coming up because we've got to heal that, we've got to shift that, we've got to release that, because all of that is counterproductive, counterintuitive, is out of alignment with true, unconditional, universal love. And union with your twin is rooted in unconditional, universal love. Period. So all of that shit has to go. All of it. But you've got to trust yourself. You've got to trust in the universe. You've got to trust in your twin. You've got to trust in the journey. But you've got to trust yourself. And I assure you that when you truly begin to anchor into trusting for yourself, into trusting yourself, in turn, you trust the universe. In turn, you trust your twin. In turn, you trust the process. You trust the journey. And as a result, you surrender. And then you are so much in alignment with yourself. You're so much anchored in your truth, in your knowing. And damn it, that shit feels great. So what do you want your experience to be? What is your truth? Trust yourself, because you do know what's best for you. You do know what your truth is. And you do have the power to create any experience you desire. And especially as the awakened twin, trust me, I was the leader in manifesting all of that. When I say we, I mean that we both had a unified vision of meeting in Goa, but I was the one that was putting into practice all of these manifestation techniques, all of the energy alignment techniques, all of it, the meditation, all these things, which you can actually get all of those things that I did. It's only $11.11, which is my manifesting with self-love, around the world in 90 days. Dream yourself around the world and beyond with everything, and it's pages of information packed full of everything I did to manifest this trip. Because like I said, he had the unified vision with me. However, I was the one that was doing all of these practices, that was doing the work, because as the awakened twin, that's what we do. We're aware of the connection, even though then I wasn't aware of the twin flame connection, but I was aware of the power that I possess. I was already aware of how to harness intentional manifestation. And this document, this little guide, is the very thing that will empower you for that. To be creating the reality that you want to be living. Again, that link is going to be down in the description. Purchase yours today before I raise the price. I can't guarantee how much longer I will have it at only $11.11. Like I said, let me tell you, all the things in that guide manifested for me, for us, for my twin and I, about $5,000 in total, and the value even more than that. That's if I put a dollar amount on everything, because of all the cash, all of the expenses, but the experience itself was priceless. And you're getting all of that information for only $11.11 today. So be sure to claim your copy down below. All right? And trust yourself in your journey, because it's yours. This is your opportunity to be harnessing your power, to be creating on purpose, intentionally, a life that you desire to live. Because yes, you can. It's why you're here. That said, go create amazing, because the power is and always has been in your hands, because it's always been inside you. I'm Rochelle Richard, founder, CEO, and self-love empowerment coach here at Empowerment Experiences, guiding you into and through finding your power in every moment. I'll see you next time. Namaste.